Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. If you are tuning in for the first time, you are in for a treat. I've been doing these videos constantly for the last several months. I had taken a break for about a year, but I have some great ideas that I want to share with you. Today, I want to talk about St. Patrick's Day and some fun things that we can do. And I'm going to make about 3 little arrangements that you can use for entertaining purposes. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And let's get this started. I am going to start with, we're going to do one real simple. This is a wreath that I bought. It's a really inexpensive wreath that I bought from one of the general goods stores. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my Kermit mums and here, let me talk to you about, sorry, I need to slow down a little bit because this brain works really, really fast sometimes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do 3 arrangements today for you using green dianthus, which is green carnations, green dianthus, again, it's a form of carnation, doing Kermit mums, and then I'm doing leather fern. These are flowers that are accessible to everybody all over the nation. And if they're not, obviously you can use other variations and make your arrangements so beautiful. So I'm gonna start with the shamrock. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my cutter and I'm gonna cut the heads off of these really quickly. Here. And you can do this several ways. I've been trying to think about like unique ideas to do that are gonna be fun without exhausting yourself. And I thought I can do this wreath without a problem. Let me get rid of the stems. I'm gonna take my glue gun and I'm gonna take the Kermit mums. I'm gonna dabble a little bit of hot glue. And I'm just gonna go inside and I'm gonna clean out the spider webs. And the other trick to do this is you can take a hair dryer and the hair dryer on like low heat, go on top of it. What it does, it all cleans it out. And you don't see the spider webs on the glue gun. See, look how simple and fun this is. I mean, this you can hang on the wall, just, you know, and it's such a cute idea to do without exhausting yourself. And these flowers you can even buy one bunch. That's all you need to do. I'm gonna put this aside and I'm gonna take my leprechaun hat that I bought. I love this because it's kind of, you know, gimmicky. I broke that, but luckily I know what to do with that. Okay, because it is a lot, I'm not gonna stick too much foam in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some cellophane so I can kind of prop it up a little bit. Then I'm gonna take my Oasis that I've already pre-soaked. Like this. Now that I've got, God, this is not even a pretty towel. Anyways, I'm not gonna get fixated on all the negative today and the things that are not working out. I want to remain positive and get this puppy started. So St. Patrick's Day, you know, leprechaun. I think this is quirky and fun. I'm gonna take my leather fern and I'm gonna split it in the center like this. And just gonna fill it up. And you know what there was? There was a can of dark green, emerald green spray paint flower. And a lot of people think it's an inexpensive like greenery, and it is, but it all depends on how you use your materials, right? We've talked about this numerous times. And if you haven't heard me say it, it's not what you use, it's how you use your materials. And that's a real important factor in designing, right? Is being able to manifest something out of nothing. Sorry, sometimes I have my brain working really faster, so I had to get this paint because I want to show you what I did. This is already a carnation that is tinted a little bit on a limey green. I don't want it to be that limey green, so I'm going to take, I want that emerald green, so this is what I'm doing. I'm slightly spray painting them, and maybe I should spray paint it and then yank it in there. That's the word I wasn't supposed to use, and I'm using it. Insert it in the foam as you okay. Now, you could do this a different way of dyeing the carnations, right? And I know, if you guys look at a lot of my videos, I use a lot of carnations, and I don't know what it is. If I don't bring back the carnation revival, I don't know who is. I'm really, honestly, I mean, there's nothing more prettier than these things. I'm fixated on them. I've got about 2, 4, 6, 7, I'm gonna do 8. And of course you should use gloves, otherwise you're gonna have green hands, unless that's what your Halloween costume is, and you need to work on that. And I'm taking the dianthus, and I am randomly putting it here and there. They look too much like, the greens are kind of almost similar to the one with the leather fern, but the reason you're using this is you're using it for texture as well, not only as color, but texture. So actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more carnation. And I was talking to you, I started talking about how to dye this, and this is not the only way of painting them. We can also dye them, and the way you dye them is before you hydrate the flowers, you will take out white carnations. There's a dye that you get from your wholesaler. They're a specific brand that there's an uptake on flowers, and certain flowers, it gets into the vines of it, and then it gives you coloration on the carnation, on the rose, and the orchid and stuff. Not all flowers absorb, and the color that you should use on your flowers is, there's 3 things that are important, right? They need to hydrate in the solution of the dye first. It needs to be white, and the temperature of the water has to be in room temperature. So those are the more important factors. So let me finish this up with the rest of the carnations that I have, and the dianthus, and I'm going to take some of this Kermit mums as well, and I'm going to shine my leaf, my leather fern, and it's okay, nothing's going to happen to the flowers. I wouldn't suggest you put it on the flowers, and what this does, it actually adds a little bit of shine on the greenery. And then I'm going to go back. There's places that I see that I need to trim down the leather fern. It's a little too much. And then I'm going to twist it around and show you the end result of this, which is the leopard hat with different mums and carnations. I happen to love this one. It's kind of novelty and gimmicky, and but fun to create. See, I've already taken a bubble bowl. This is a black bubble bowl, and what I've done is I haven't sprayed it inside. I haven't sprayed it outside, I've sprayed it inside. And once it's completely dry, I have no problem with filling it with water. And it's not going to come off because, first of all, you're gonna paint it and then you're gonna seal it. So there's a paint, spray paint, and then the sealer of it. And this one, you know, instead of the pot of gold, you know, the pot of gold, you know, the black pot with all the chocolate, not the chocolate, the gold coins and then the rainbow coming out. Well, I'm gonna do a version of it, what I think is it's gonna be appropriate. Here, that's the spray can on the bottom of my desk. Counter working. I'm gonna cut it really short, guys, like really, really short, like leaving probably like 2 or 3 inches from the top of the stem to the bottom. Now, you could have bound it with a wire if you wanted to. Let me get rid of all of this. And I got this, I mean, it's got the shamrock on it. It's one made for St. Patrick's Day, and you can find this any party supply store or craft store. And what I'm doing is I'm gluing it. Yes, it doesn't damage the flowers because as hot as it is, this is on a low temperature. If it's extremely hot, yes, it will burn and discolor the flowers. But I already know what kind of flowers that I'm using, so they're a little bit more rigid. And I can go back in and I can layer this, see? And pretend that it's falling. Okay, so what I was thinking, right, is I'm gonna take a piece of wire like this, and there's 2. I'm gonna fold this in half so it's a little bit, because this is a thin gauge of wire, so you see how there's a little, I don't know if you can see it like this. There's 2 separate ones. My gold coin, like this. And I'm gonna continuously do that. And I'm gonna go straight with a straight line first. In between, you see that? You like it? I actually happen to love it. Sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I have a conceptual idea of what I want to do, but until I actually end up doing it is when I realize how this crazy mind thinks of mine, which is really interesting because I don't think as much as I like to plan things, I like to sporadically, spontaneously design on the spot because that's when my true creativity comes out. And I think you can see that when I do these videos because some of these are not planned, guys. I touched it by mistake here. Now, I finished all 3 pieces and I want to present them to you. Obviously, the leprechaun hat, and then obviously the bowl of gold coins and the shamrock wreath that I created for you. I just want to say it was so much fun creating all these simple and yet fun, St. Patrick's Day arrangements for you. Make sure you go onto my Facebook page, on Instagram, Twitter, and of course YouTube. If you have not subscribed to it, please do so. Again, I am so blessed that you were able to join me for this episode. Again, watch and make a comment and share the videos. I would love to get your feedback. Thank you so much and peace out.